Okay. Vertex form, x-intercept, y-intercept, vertex. So we'll do the difficult one first. All right, which is the x-intercept. Y-intercept and vertex will be really, really quick. Most of you have it right, okay? All right, so x-intercept, you let y equal 0, and then you isolate x. And so it's a multi-step equation that you're solving for. So 0. And so for those of you where you were looking at yesterday's assignment, most of you kind of figured, granted it's a 5 here, but this is your constant k term. And you kind of realize, oh, I needed to jump the equal sign, so positive, negative, negative, and then you kind of rewrote it. So here that constant is a -8. So what's the opposite of -8? Positive. So you're going to, right, jump that equal sign, right? Because if you're going to take it from the right to the left, you inverse operate, which means you switch the sign and you add. Okay, so I get, right, 8 equals 2, quantity x plus 4, right squared. All right, your next step here then also, this was a fraction though, but we reciprocal. So what's the reciprocal of -1/3? -3/1. So here, what's the reciprocal of 2? It's really 2/1, so you can say 1/2, but remember, many of you, if it's an integer, you really don't do reciprocal. Most of you just say, oh, 2's a numerator, so I'm just going to divide by 2, right? So you would just divide by 2, 4 equal x plus 4 quantity squared. And now you can square root. You can only square root when you got the one term, you have the parenthesis. It doesn't matter what is inside the parentheses. This parenthesis squared. It's isolated. The coefficient is a 1. You now can square root. So if I square root, oops, that doesn't look like a square root. Okay, what's the square root of 4? Me and Miss Yao, we always forget to shut our doors. Okay. Yeah, we both forget. What's the square root of 4? But 2, but what? There's plus or minus. So there's 2 cases, right? Because positive 2 times positive 2 is 4, but negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. So you don't know which one created that 4, so that's why you go plus or minus. And then the radicand just comes out untouched because the square root and square, those are inverse operations. And so now you take your 4, this constant over to combine, throw it in the front, so it's -4 plus or minus 2 is equal to x. And so those are your 2 cases that you have to execute the arithmetic. You have to add and you have to subtract. So my 2 cases are -4 plus 2, -4 minus 2. And so I get -2, -6. So essentially this parabola is crossing at -2, -6. That's where the parabola is intersecting the x-axis. All right, that's the longest one. Y and vertex will be quick. Okay, what'd you get for the y-intercept? What was your number? -1? Or no? That's like too low. What'd you guys get? Huh?
We do the y?
Yeah, what'd you get for the y-intercept? 56 is like a little high. What did you get, 24? All right, let's see. Yeah, it should be kind of somewhere there. So remember, your calculators are amazing. Learn to use your calculators because we all make mistakes. So 2 parentheses, throw in the 0, plus 4 squared minus 8. Yeah? Yeah, I wrote it right. Okay, so make sure you typed it in correctly, because if you accidentally typed it in wrong, then your answer's trash. So 24. Yeah, okay. So when you throw that all into the calculator, you get 24. So my y-intercept then is 0, 24, right? That's what the point would be, right? Here, I know I'm running out of space, but here the point would be negative 2, 0, negative 6, 0. That's what it means as if you were to plot the point. And by the way, you would first have to go 4 squared, 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 minus 8 is your 24. Okay. All right, what is the vertex? Opposite H, follow K. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so you go opposite H, follow K, negative 4, negative 8. Right? And we're not going to graph it, but remember, just if you ever want to just do a little sketch visual, negative 4, negative 8 is here, negative 2, negative 6. So here's negative 2, here's negative 6, and so, and then 24, it's way up here, it's crossing the y-axis. Okay, we'll pretend that's 24. Oh, this kind of, okay. That's kind of your, oh, you can't see. This is kind of your parabola right here. So if you were to sketch, plot the point, your vertex is negative 4, negative 8. Oh, thank you. Your x-intercepts, that's where it crosses this x-axis. This is the y. So it crosses at negative 2, negative 6. Right? Here's my vertex, negative 4, negative 8. My y-intercept, 0, 24. I mean, I kind of fidged it, but, you know. Good enough? Okay, if I stop the video, it's going to go clear, but then it'll come back. All right, that's the only thing where, it gives you guys a pause. So